Hi guys, so today I want to talk about C-shaping. I'm going to take you through one of my favorite C-shaping drills that you can work on the floor, which I think is a really great introduction to starting to understand a bit about the movement, a bit about the technique, to then make it easier to translate this into the air. My name is Verity. I'm an online aerial strength and conditioning coach, and I support aerialists in unlocking the skills that matter to them. So I really enjoy training C-shaping. I've had a lot of fun working on different movements on hoop and on rope, incorporating this type of movement into flows and learning different skills. It's definitely one of the harder things that I've learned in aerial. I think when somebody does it well, particularly if you see a high level aerialist on Instagram sharing a video, it can be made to look incredibly easy and incredibly effortless. If you've ever seen like a really beautiful roll up on rope where the aerialist is continuously rolling up, when done well, it looks like they're essentially floating. It looks like a really minimal effort type of movement, when in fact it is incredibly hard to do that. It takes a ton of strength, not just flexibility and good movement of your spine, but the strength to support that. There's also a lot more going on in the body than just your spine moving through these different C positions. There's your glutes and your lower body, leg tension that you need to involve to help support the spine, the position of the arms to create counterweight and help with the movement as well. Even things like where you're looking as you move through different positions are super important. So there's actually a lot going on. Although the focus is the movement of the spine, I would say it is a full body exercise. So, because it's quite a technical way of moving, I personally think whatever level aerialist you are, it's always beneficial to start by learning different C-shaping drills on the floor so that you can start to get your head around the correct muscle engagement, you can start to train different pathways, you can understand in your body exactly what you're trying to achieve. Then, when you take it to the air, it's still going to be challenging, but it will make more sense. It will be easier to translate what you've trained on the floor into the air than just going for it in the air and hoping that it works. I actually first learned how to do C shaping above a hoop, and I didn't really train it on the floor. And I think that actually slowed down my progress immensely, where if I had spent some time just working on drills on the floor, it would have come a lot more quickly because I would have actually understood what I was trying to achieve. So in this video, I'm just going to take you through one of my favorite C-shaping drills that you can do on the floor. It's pretty accessible, whatever level you're at, and you'll start to get a bit more understanding of how we want to work the body in a C-shaping movement. This also takes you through the pathway of rolling up, so it can be useful if you're also training towards that. So we're going to start by lying face down on the floor. The very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to side bend whichever direction we want to go in. And we're going to try and bring the same side shoulder and hip towards each other. So I'm not just side bending from the top half of my body, I'm side bending the top and bottom half of my body to create a C in the side of my torso. So that's going to be the first C that I make. From there, we're going to bend the opposite leg to the side of the body that we have C-shaped on. We're going to try and squeeze the glute, lift the leg up, and roll onto our side. Sounds simple enough. Let's give it a try. So lying on our front, arms overhead, I'm going to C-shape to the right, thinking about bringing my right shoulder towards my right hip so you can see my arms and legs have moved with me. From here, I'm going to bend the left leg and I'm going to lift and I'm going to try and continue the movement until I'm lying on my side in an arch. I'm then going to reverse it. and I can repeat this. So leg comes up, squeeze the glute, drive through the hip, come up into an arch. So you can see I'm in a C shape on my side. I'm going to demo it the other way so that you can also see what that looks like. So C shape to the left, right leg bends, comes up, arch, and come back down. So the reason this drill focuses on lifting the leg up, squeezing the glute and driving from the hip first is because we want to be recruiting those muscles in that way when we do horizontal roll-ups. And it's the easiest thing to forget to do because we're so focused on trying to lift from our chest and thinking about our spine, we often forget the lower body. So this is a really nice way to move between two different C-shaped positions, which is our lateral flexion of the spine into spine extension, moving between those two positions, but recruiting the lower body and using those muscles to help support that movement. So I hope this was helpful. This is just one of my favorite C-shaping drills on the floor that I like to give to clients when they're working towards any kind of C-shaping skill. Give it a try and see how you get on with it. And if you're interested in learning more about this, C-shaping is going to be one of the concepts that I cover in my upcoming class series, where I'm going to be taking you through how to train towards challenging aerial skills when you don't have access to equipment. So there is a ton that you can do to train on the floor using just your body weight that will support working towards more strength for different skills, training pathways, etc. And like I said, C-shaping is going to be something that I cover in the 4th class. So the link to my classes is in the description below if you would like to sign up. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more.